Here we are, setting out from the Crowhurst station down to the Crowhurst Valley with the road protesters who gathered for a camp in the Combe Haven Valley called the Combe Haven Defenders. That's the organisation that set it up, and we went along to join them. There were about 150 people gathered for the walk to the camp, and we were given a lovely presentation by John Stewart.
Successfully done. In 1989, the government had 600 road schemes. By 1997, only 150 of them were built. The rest were stopped. And the rest was stopped by protesters, the rest was stopped by campaigns like this one here.
Then Ellie from BBC South Today came along and asked me if I would show her the archaeology that's being done down in the valley.
Building a road. But what we're finding down here is amazing. We've got over on the far side of the valley, they found straw targets with arrowheads in them from almost certainly from the Bronze Age. Over here they've got post holes leading into the marsh. Down here they found wood again from the Bronze Age, showing that this was the centre of inhabitation for the whole of the southeast in the very early stages of human development. Everything we told the inspector at the public inquiry is now being proved to be right, but was denied at the time. The problem being that now we have a road going through with new information coming out and it not being taken into account.
This is road archaeology, which isn't the time team type of archaeology, as you can probably see. It basically is destructive and the process before the road goes in. I then had a word with Ellie. I apologise for the sound because she had the radio mic and we were just watching from the sides.
I'm Nick Austin, the author of the book Secrets as a Norman Invasion.
Okay, so shall I call you a sort of historian or a...
Yes, you could call me a historian, it's quite all right.
Okay,
Yeah.
And a local historian at that.
A local historian, yes, that's absolutely right.
Okay, so...
25 years.
And I would say possibly an unlikely alliance then. Some of that seems a little bit predictable to the people who are against this road, and you're joining forces with them. They're against climate change and that sort of thing, but you've got a slightly different argument.
Yes, my argument is that this road should not go ahead on this route, but I'm not opposed to a road. We have presented a road to the council and to the inspector, which starts in the same place, ends in the same place, is cheaper than the existing road, doesn't have any of the environmental impact or any of the heritage impact, and it was rejected. And now they won't look at that route, and they won't look at the evidence that's coming out of the ground that shows that the Normans did actually land here, and the Battle of Hastings is actually here in this valley.
So, if you could elaborate on that for me as concisely as possible for all that history, but why is this site important to you?
Because the Battle of Hastings took place in this valley, the Norman invasion took place in this valley. You can't have a higher heritage value. 5,000 men gave their blood in this valley, and at the moment that is not yet proven, but we are getting the evidence, and it is absolutely foolish to have that evidence coming in every day and no one from the council looking at it, no one from English Heritage looking at it, no one from anywhere looking at it, simply because they believe the road is fixed in stone. And what you've got here is a camp of people who are prepared to come along and say, no, it's not fixed in stone, we're going to do something about it. And their fight is the same fight that I have. Together we're stronger, and so we have to join them and support them, because we're looking for the same result.
So why don't you think this route should be here?
Because we are just about to prove that the Normans landed here and it was the site of the Battle of Hastings. And none of that evidence has ever been in front of anyone of any authority. It needs to be investigated. You can't build the road before that is done.
And if you did suddenly, I mean, so what you're saying is just give you the chance to prove it?
It's not a case of just proving it. You have to look at the evidence. At the moment, they're stonewalling us. They're saying it doesn't matter, we've got consent. This is not the issue. The issue is due diligence must be done. You have to look at the evidence.
And what's, I mean, highlight really, what if this does go ahead, what does it mean?
If it goes ahead, it means that this site will not get World Heritage status, which it is entitled to, it means a loss to the community of all the tourism that could come to this area, 20 times the value of the road.
So, I mean, you think it'd be a tragedy, really?
It'd be a total tragedy. It'd be a desecration and tragedy. You're dealing with something that has national heritage value, in fact European heritage value. It has value to the French. They have a big stake in the Battle of Hastings. They have the Bayeux Tapestry, which supports this site. The whole issue is way beyond a local issue, and to leave it in the hands of East Sussex County Council is a disaster.
And so, if the road is built, it will be too late?
I wouldn't say that it'll be too late. It will destroy the ability to market and sell this project globally and European-wide as a World Heritage Site. It will certainly undermine the heritage value, because the road actually goes through the camp of William the Conqueror. It couldn't be a worse site. If you could think of the worst possible place to put it, whoever drew that line on that map, they were mad. They put it in precisely the wrong point. But it is possible that these may stop the road, because they're going to go through that route.
Okay, lovely. I think we've done it. Thank you very much.
Just as the interview finished, a guy from security turned up, and I thought I'd ask him about the straw targets that I'd heard had been found in the marsh with arrowheads in them.
I'm sure if there's something to be found, we'll find it.
What about the straw targets? What happened to them?
What straw targets?
We were told there were straw targets with arrowheads.
Yeah, you were told a lie.
I was told a lie. Why would that be?
I heard that rumour too.
You did?
Yeah, in the pub.
Okay. No, we didn't get in the pub.
The only thing that we found is a log.
Yeah. Okay.
No straw targets with
None
arrowheads.
at all. No, nothing that looked like it, no arrowheads in them.
From that trench over there?
I know the trench that we got down.
I know the trench. It was that trench over there, the one in that field there, the very first one dug. And you're saying you don't know anything about that? Okay. Okay.
Okay, we're done.
This is the second Battle of Hastings. If you live in the Hastings or Rother constituencies, that's Hastings, Battle, Bexhill or Robertsbridge, you should come to my free talk this weekend at the White Rock Hotel, because it's important. We can make this a World Heritage Site that everyone can benefit from. Sign our petition at avaz.org. Just Google Battle of Hastings petition. Get all the latest information from our blog and get it as it happens on Twitter by following from the blog, or join our Facebook page. This is the line in the sand. If your local councillors will build a road through a World Heritage Site, nothing is safe. You can do something about it. Come to my talk and I'll tell you how.